Welcome back. When you consider that major retailers across the city are filing for bankruptcy and closing their doors, it should come as no surprise that small business owners are struggling. Here to continue that conversation, Sylvia Puente. She's the executive director of the Latino Policy Forum. Also, Stacy Pitts Caldwell, director of the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce's Small Business Development Center. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, I'll try to take you one at a time here. You heard in both of the stories that we had in the previous segment that in the Black community, they expect some of these small businesses to shut down, 20 to 30% of them. Same kind of numbers in the Latino community. What do you make of those? Sylvia, I'll start with you. Is that pretty right on?
I do think so. I mean, I think what this crisis is revealing more than anything else, that we really are using, I think, the wrong standards to measure economic progress and success in this nation. Prior to the COVID crisis, we were looking at GDP and increases in the stock market, while in reality, Goldman Sachs reported that over 40% of Americans had were one paycheck away from not being able to pay their rent. When you magnify that for what it means for Black and Latino communities, it's even a larger percent. We know that about 2/3 of Latinos have lost wages or lost jobs. We also know that about a quarter of Latino businesses may not be able to survive. So when we look at the vulnerability of all Americans, including Black Americans and Latinos, it really is a question of how do we really have equality in this society, and how do we really have a society where people aren't just one paycheck away from not being able to pay their rent, their mortgage, or keep their business open. So yes, I'm very distressed about the commercial strip in La Villita, but everywhere that you see a thriving Latino neighborhood, it's because there's a thriving commercial strip. And if we see at least 20% of those businesses going out of business, it really is disconcerting to know what our neighborhoods might look like, and that we won't see that economic vitality and that economic life.
Yeah, it's so tough, and it's even tougher to hear that you may see the exact same thing in the African American community, 20 to 30%. I want to give you a chance to talk about that, Stacy, those numbers, and maybe address some of what Sylvia just mentioned, that we're going to feel it, the Black and brown community will feel it perhaps for the longest amount of time, this issue of unemployment and a dwindling economy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. One thing we have to remember that pre-COVID, this was the circumstance, right? So now that we have exposed some of these inequities, it's really important that, you know, the Black and brown communities, entrepreneurs, small businesses really get relationships. The key is relationships. So, you know, we need to make sure that we're educating our businesses on business credit and how to have their, you know, QuickBook reports, their financial reports in order so that they can really take advantage of some of these opportunities. And so it's up to us, Sylvia, myself, the Illinois Small Business Development Center Network. It's a network of centers that help small businesses through these types of issues. And one of the things that I really have been working with one-on-one and speaking to businesses about, especially Black-owned businesses, is what has been the issue for you? And a lot of them were just simply confused on what opportunities were available and how to navigate that and what documents they needed. And so that's really, from my perspective, the relationship building. And they have to reach out to organizations like Sylvia and like myself to help them through this terrible time.
Yeah, and I think it's the same issue in the Latino community that you're seeing in the Black community. Sylvia, before we go, I want to talk to you about policy, because your organization, the Latino Policy Forum, for so many years has shaped sort of the conversation around immigration, right? And so now for the next year or two, the economy will become a big part of some of the policy that you help put together. How do you marry the two? And I assume you've probably been doing that already.
Well, first we've got to get through the crisis, right? And we're definitely seeing the crisis as an economic crisis, as we've been talking about, with at least half of Latinos having reduced or less wages. We're certainly seeing the crisis as a public health crisis, with Latinos having the most number of positive test cases in the state, testing at over 50%. We've got to get past the education implications that you talked about earlier, and what is this going to mean when children begin to return to school? Once I think that we can steer our way clear of that, we've got to really do an analysis to really understand what jobs will not come back.
Yeah.
These small entrepreneur jobs are not going to come back. The number of Latinos who are overrepresented in the hospitality industry and the restaurant industry, those that are paid in the cash economy, many of those jobs are not going to come back.
It's all about diversifying. Thank you so much for the two of you for joining us. I know that,
Thank
Sylvia,
you.
we're going to talk to you again a little bit later in the show. So again, you heard from Stacy Pitts-Caldwell with the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce, as well as Sylvia Puente with the Latino Policy Forum. Micah, we'll send it to you.
Lourdes, the task is daunting, but Chicago's mobilizing to make it through this stronger than ever. Just ahead, a look at just some of the groups offering solutions.